Hi, something was shown to me today that is rather disturbing after hearing about what's been going on with the dome of heat over Greenland, that all of the, or 97% of the surface ice over Greenland in the last 4 days has melted. And the reason that NASA gave was that there was a dome of heat over it, and now we're looking at the same kind of Haarp effect over this area right here, North Dakota. As you notice, there's an immediate hit, a blast of sonic heat. It's caused by frequency, EHF, except that EHF is higher, shorter waved, and more powerful than even microwave. And here we have an immediate blast of sonic heat, and you'll see chemtrails around there, and then it absorbs moisture in this area and lets it go. And while this is going on, there is negative return in this gray area. You see the gray area where it develops negative return on the radar, HTA. I gotta ask myself, why is there an intermittent dome of heat? This has been going on since this morning. I had someone else catch this for me, and I went to it and caught it. There's an intermittent blast of heat going on right now in North Dakota. The time is 3:30, Thursday, August 16th. Now I'd like to show you what is transpiring, how things are progressing with what we found in Minot and Bottineau, North Dakota today. It has gone from that heat dome that we saw being created over and over again to an intermittent spike that is exciting the ionospheric particulates, which in turn attract moisture. And you see how fast it's happening. Every time it's spiked and excited, that moisture in the ionosphere is being gathered up, and the wind above it takes it away and dissipates it. Now, let's look at something else. This is the area we were talking about. As you notice, now there are Haarp-type array spikes going on all over the country. There are different types of HTA going on, and we're going to go over that right now. Alright, what we see here is Haarp-type directive spiking. And you'll notice it's going on all over the United States. You see there? All over the United States. It's happening in different areas for different reasons. And you'll notice when it happens, an immediate reaction takes place in the upper ionosphere. An excitement of the particulates, they polarize, they become attractive, the water vapor becomes attracted to it, and there's immediate response in the upper ionosphere, as you can see. Here we see a different kind of Haarp-type effect. This is ELF, extremely low frequency. You can tell by how long the frequency waves go, okay? How long and how far apart they are. This is ELF, it's infrasound. And I've made mention as to what infrasound does to the human body and causes all kinds of stresses in the ionosphere and on the ground. Those are infrasound. Now, let's take a look at why they're doing this. with all this directed spiking going on, creating this type of weather would tend to push other weather in that direction, eastward. And look what we have. We've got an enormous, growing in intensity weather system traveling east-southeast. And if you'll notice, there's also spiking going on the east side of this weather pattern. But you'll notice most of this spiking is either in Haarp circles or rings or fans, or it is directed spiking directed toward the oncoming front, which gives more velocity, more veracity, more power, more consternation to this storm, and it causes more damage. You'll notice all the red and the pink and everything in this storm. I would bet you there's a whole shelf cloud right there, a rolling cloud. There's some hooks going on in this storm. They are creating tornadic activity in this storm. By forcing it this way and forcing it this way, you can see that they are creating this awful, awful storm that's going through Kentucky and Tennessee, and it's going to be coming into West Virginia and North Carolina, South Carolina. But as it comes closer to this coast, okay, they're going to ease up. This is my prediction. They're going to ease up on the spiking behind it so as not to drive it so hard, and they're going to ease up on the spiking in front of it, but they're going to cause more of a moisture to build up and cause a break for this to disintegrate more and more as it comes closer to the coast, so as to protect the very powerful bigwigs in this area. There are a lot of very important people who live in Virginia and D.C. and Maryland. Very, very important people live here. That's why when it comes to this area, we get a little weather, maybe even a tornado or two, but nothing like this part of the United States has been getting over the last couple of years. We have been protected because, in my humble opinion, the powers that be that live in this area.